Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
My little metal lickers. We got For Whom the Bell Tolls with the lyrics. Hopefully they're right. 5 minutes 20. Lego! Woo! Excited. Loving a bit of Metallica. And there's the bell. Oh, I was just going to say before this starts, and then I was going to say, when the bell tolls, why am I asking this now? Because it's not like you can reply to me right now. For whom the bell tolls. When the bell tolls, does that mean like, is that like when it's over? Is that what that means? I'm guessing that the song's going to explain it for me, or I'm going to get the gist of it. But just going into this, I don't know whether or not I'm thinking about that right. For whom the bell tolls. I can't believe they got me. It was silent for like 10 seconds. I like that. I like it. It's all building. The bell. Woo! Whoa! Oh, what an intro! Yo! Yo, For Whom the Bell Tolls, time marches on. I was literally just going to say, they made you wait almost 2.5 minutes for any sort of breakaway from that introduction. And you felt like you were getting ready for something. People were congregating, and then an army was marching towards something. And then he talks about that. That's in the picture that they just painted in my brain. I'm somewhere in the Bible Belt. It's like a barren wasteland. Has anybody seen Rango? The town that Rango's in, all right? And yes, I mean the animated Rango. The town that he's in, that's where all this is happening in my head. And there's loads of people like congregating in the church, and then everybody comes out and joins the fray, and we're all marching somewhere. Just everybody comes out of the saloon doors, get kicked down. Everybody comes out. People are like curtain twitching, and then they're out their house as well. And no words have been said. Everybody just knows to congregate and start marching. Insane scenes in my head, and then he starts talking about that. Make his fight on the hill in the early day, constant chill deep inside. That's like the first. That's like any line from a book. The way he said it, that's mad. Well done, James. They run through the endless way. Teddy Great. On the right, yes, but who's to say? For a hill, men would kill. Why they do not know. Sniffing wounds, just the right. The rhyme scheme in this as well. Fight for the right. Yes, but who's to say? For the right, yes, but who's to say? For a hill, men would kill. For a hill, men would kill. Like, for a little bit of land, a man would kill you. He's, of course, talking like back in the day. Or, you know, there are certain places in the world that this still goes on now, but I'm sure he was talking more like, maybe he made this song whilst looking at a painting, you know, an old Renaissance painting, or one from the Civil War, you know. For a hill, men would kill. Why? They do not know. Stiffened wounds test their pride. A stiffened wound is a scar, you know? So those scars, like the things that have gone wrong before, they now test their pride because they have too much pride to let that happen again. So those stiffened wounds... Bro, did he steal this from an actual book? This is deep. Ugh. And there's like compound rhyming syllables. Kill for a hill, fight for the right. There were others in the. Oh, this is mad. Shouting gun, and they run through the endless way. And they fight for the right. Yes, but who's to say? For a hill, men would kill. They would fight for the right. Yes, but who's to say? Who's to say they're right? They fight for the right, but who's to say they're right? Bro, this song has layers. He said but 3 words, brev. He said about 3 words. This is deep. And the fact that it's for a hill men would kill, he said so much whilst saying so little, and putting so much effort into the way that he said these words. Not only that, because it's difficult enough just rhyming words and completing sentences with the words rhyming. It is difficult, all right? You got to make it make sense and follow a story on top of that. The writing here, mwah, just chef's kiss, bruv. Meh. Now we're having that. Sigh. I want the fucking reverb and echo back from that again. I can't believe this. That intro was mad enough, bro. I had to go and see this. And what does this bit mean? Gonna go through it. Men of 5, still alive. Men of 5. Men of 5. What could that mean? What would 5 be symbolic of? Men of 5? What are there 5 of? Wait. 5 continents. Are there? Am I being retarded? Australasia. Asia. Europe. Americas. Africa. Yeah, 5. Men of 5. Still alive through the raging glow. And the raging glow is the sun. Men of 5. So men of all continents. Everywhere. The ones that are still alive through the raging glow, which is the sun that gives us life. Gone insane from the pain. Men of 5 still alive through the raging glow. Bro! He could have just said, people everywhere, all over the world. But he didn't. He did not say that. What he went with, bro, I'm almost. Wait. Oh, okay. So there wasn't another rhyme scheme after that. I was going to go ahead because I want to go back to hear it in its entirety, but I don't want to hear another thing and then have to go back again. I'm keeping you waiting just as much as that intro was, all right? Oh, this is now my favorite.
Why? They do not know. Sniffing wounds, that's the right. Men of 5 still alive through the raging glow. Gone insane from the pain that they surely know.
Bro, I've got goosebumps.
Home the bell tolls. Time marches on. Home the bell tolls. Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will. Rock and roll, massive roar fills the crumbling sky. Shattered gold fills the soul with a ruthless cry. Stranger now are his eyes to this mystery. Here's the silence so loud. Crack of dawn, all is gone except the will to be. Now they see what will be, blinded eyes to see.
That's fine.
Home the bell tolls. Time marches on.
And everybody else get left behind.
Home the bell tolls.
That's insane because it got slower, you know? Like that's almost like somebody's eyes just closing on their way to the other side. And you heard the bell toll in the distance. In that last verse, they like somebody lost and somebody won, but the winners have to look at the losers and be like, okay, if we lose, then that's us. Do you know what I mean? Dog eat dog world. The circle of life. You know? This whole track was Darwinian as fuck, bruv. Only the strong shall survive. Strong in spirit, strong in physicality, strong mentally. Only the strong will survive. That's what this whole song was. But it told such a good tale. and from both sides as well. You know, whether you believe, because you could be listening to this from two different people. Either way, at the end, the bell will toll for somebody else. It might toll for you now. It's going to toll for somebody else. The bell will ring. You will hear it, you know. That first verse is masterful. The second verse too, but not so much, particularly because he rhymed the word raw with raw. But that the whole thing masterful, but that first verse is on a different level. That's on like a, you know, you took mescaline and you were given a sign from whoever's in charge. The big BOSS upstairs gave you a little nugget of information and you came out with that. For whom the bell tolls. That's some of the nicest writing that I've come across in a very long time, musically anyway. That's very, very good. I don't really have anything else to say, to be honest. It's very, very good.